Hi all, Chippy_Pip Silicon Chip is here. Good morning my meat scripters. You are on YouTube channel about Roblox games. I love play games but make them is much more fun. Today in the morning I saw pretty view from the window, and decided to go out. But the outside world was not so interesting how I thought, so I came back to continue to make a code. On YouTube you can find different Roblox studio tutorial videos, making a game without code, make a game in an hour, make a game with closed eyes. I need 100 likes and I will make a video with this challenge. But, I didn't see videos about making games without building. I think is really interesting, and it is a difficult challenge for a scripter. So I decided to fill this gap in the knowledge. Grab your anime chan and Doritos. First of all we need an idea. I think the simplest way is to make an Obby game. You just need to calculate the position of all parts and spawn them. In the following videos I will show how it is possible to assemble something more difficult without building. Subscribe so you don't miss this challenge. It's time to think about the content of the game. I also want to warn you that the idea appeared spontaneously. In general, we will deal with speed and shit coding today. Having learned what are the obstacles in Obby exist, I choose very common of them. Watch the video below to find out. Okay, make the general logic of the game. Let's start with the simplest, spawn parts in one direction. So let's get started. We will have only spawn in the workspace. Specify a variables in which the starting position and next position will be placed. Make a main function. Create an object in the function. For order in the workplace, we make a folder where we put all the details. Make a cycle and give the ability to control the number of iterations. Set properties for objects. We'll make parts at the same size like the spawn point. The position consists of 3 elements, position of start part, and sizes of both parts. Multiply this avlu by the cycle variable. Okay, test it. That's great, and this is just the beginning. Next step is to clone the checkpoint from the replicated storage. Determine the position for the check clone. Okay, our first step is done. Let's see how we add a change direction ability. I thought use direction like X. But we have this ball. Find a right side, and come back to code. Next step is to send add a vector into direction variable, set others directions. For the right side just the another operator. We will test it after adding another features. I call this cross add argument. Make if and add a variable that will change the z vector. Addition to the condition to keep track of parity. Okay, test it. What's wrong? My sweet Lafite, I put the sides in the list. You could see how I type. The numbers are more honest than the brain. I also decided to fill in a variable to protect against errors. Start again. And we did it, but checkpoint feels unwell. We need a changed position of checkpoint. This vector is the next position. If we have different direction and have a different next position. And we did it. Now back to the main issue. Make front and back side. It is a simple way. Change vectors. Make the return function. And finally put in the global next position variable. The last property is up and down directions. It's like a cross ability, only it changes y vector. Okay, if down is working but where is second step? Everything is okay, but our Obby parts are located wrong. This problem we will decide in the next episode. It was hard but very exciting. See you next week. If you write code in Roblox, then you are welcome in the comments. Maybe you can tell me something. Learn to program so that the world can see your top games. If everything works out, then buying a headless one will be like going to the store for bread for you.